you broke some interesting news to me before we got on the air.
Oh, yes. I think it was revealed yesterday, Wednesday, that a lawsuit has been filed against Rick Hahn and the White Sox for wrongful termination by your former trainer, head trainer, Brian Ball, who was an assistant trainer with the White Sox since before the 2005 World Series, even. I believe he's been there, he was there for 20 years before he was fired in 2020. And the lawsuit was just filed yesterday, claiming he was wrongfully terminated due to, I think it was discrimination based on his sexual
That
orientation,
is
his
correct.
age, and disability, which is the holy trinity. I mean, you can't get past those. It was interesting because most of the headlines, and you kind of pointed this out to me, but the White Sox are being sued, but named in that is Rick Hahn and Kenny Williams. I didn't even see Kenny Williams' name come up, but I'm sure you did on further reading. But Rick
Yeah.
Hahn's name has been specifically in all the headlines. It's like he's the way the media has portrayed this. It's literally this guy is suing Rick Hahn.
Yes, that is the headline.
Yeah, so Rick Hahn, that's how I'll make the headline for this. Rick Hahn is being sued. This story is really interesting. Of course, the most interesting part about this is he was with the team for 20 years and had to be let go at some point for whatever reason. Who knows what it is? If the allegations are true, or I'm sure that, of course, there's two sides to every story, but just that he had worked his way up and it was finally promoted to head trainer in 2018. So there's a long relationship. There can't be any secrets at that point after 20 years working with an organization. Apparently it came to be known in 2020 that he was gay, which
No, it came out in 2018.
was it 2018 that he was
February
gay?
2018. It's said in the lawsuit that Williams Hahn and assistant GM Jeremy Haber learned that he was gay.
I mean that's of course they have to define the times and the terms when it was discovered, but whatever. I mean,
That's the
somebody
only
for
part that makes the lawsuit questionable, is that he was the head trainer for all of 2019 and they had no issues.
right, and they promoted him that same year, and
Yeah, after Herb Schneider retired.
right.
So
This is
again, like
we're in murky territory here, but
I'm gonna say it's sad on both ends if there's any truth to it, and then it's also sad if there's no truth to it and someone is just looking for a freaking payday on an organization that supported them for 20 years.
yeah. Well,
but I think if there's a payoff, if there's some sort of settlement out of court, I think we know we can make an assumption of what really happened.
Well, there would have been a settlement out of court if there was ever going to be one, because we would have never heard about this, and that opportunity has been passed. Obviously, that's why it's just now becoming a real lawsuit, because there's no way, if the Sox wanted this to go away, they would have made it go away by now. So the weirdest thing about this, the article I read at least, is there in 2020, the year he was eventually fired, in July of that month, he reported being carjacked. At which point he's claiming Rick Hahn told him to go see a psychologist. I don't know if that implies that or infers that he was making up a carjacking or what was going on, but that's when he was forced to take a paid leave of absence. And when he did not go to a psychologist over these things, he was subsequently fired in November of that year, I believe. So I don't know if you remember 2020. I remember 2020. It was kind of a fucked up year. I have a feeling there's something to do with incredible amount of mental stress. The Sox didn't even start playing. Major League Baseball didn't start playing until July of that year. The head trainer was carjacked halfway through that shortened season. There might, and apparently Rick Hahn thought he needed to see a psychologist because that may or may not have happened, is what I'm inferring, I guess, from this. Who knows? But there's some weird shit with this lawsuit, I guess, is the point. And the fact that it's come to the courts now and wasn't settled out of court is interesting. So we're going to hear a lot more about this now that it is now in the court of law, and I guess stay tuned.
Yeah. Now the story I read is the ESPN one, which was updated at 5:20 today.
Okay, I was reading this all yesterday, so there might be a lot more to it.
Well, it said that they had him just go visit the team physician, not a psychiatrist, just a team physician for
the
a
article I read
checkup.
said psychologist, not psychiatrist. I don't know what the difference necessarily is. Well, it was specific to say psychologist.
So just says team physician, and then he was placed on medical leave, and then he goes on that Ball accused Hahn of saying that he had a gambling, alcohol, or drug addiction that was related to the carjacking. So that was another reason why they didn't want him in the organization anymore.
Yeah, I want to learn so much more about this. That's why I'm hoping this goes to court and we can hear about all these details. So it's fascinating.
That's what we know.
That's what we know now. Lawsuit was filed yesterday, so it's probably going to be at least a year before this actually goes to court, I would imagine. And I'm assuming he's suing for major damages since they are a billion-dollar corporation of sorts. So
I hope this doesn't create biblical losses for this organization.
Yeah, we can't
possibly sustain another Chicago biblical loss.
Yeah, we can't get the right free agent we need because of these biblical losses of the lawsuit. It's amazing what excuses owners will come up with to not field a reasonable Major League Baseball team.
Word Hole Media.